Mickey and I are mutual fans. I adore her. She's happy to be here, so we're happy.
I'm like trying not to freak out. Like, I'm not starstruck by a lot of people. You and Snoop Dogg are the only people I've ever been starstruck over.
Imagine if we were together.
Oh my God!
If he was next to me, it would have been
fall out.
yeah.
I'd fall out like church.
Well, and I'm a huge fan of yours. I think you're awesome. I love your music. I love everything you stand for.
Thank you.
And congratulations, you got Breakout Artist of the Year CMTs, and now you're nominated for a New Artist of the Year for CMAs.
Yes.
So
yes, it is. You know, it's crazy because I've tried for so long and I almost gave up, and it just goes to show you that when you're at your bottom is when you can have your biggest breakthrough.
Yeah, yeah, and it's really hard to remember that at the time.
Sister, thank you.
When people are at their lowest, it's like, oh, that's easy for you to say, but it's like we all have been there,
Yes.
and it really is true. It's like where you learn the most, where you grow the most, and it takes you in a different direction than you would have gone normally.
100%.
Yeah.
I remember talking to my husband 2 years ago, crying to him, thinking, like, why would anybody want to hear what I have to say? I literally said that. I was like, I don't have a story. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. And I was so wrong.
You were so wrong, because then, is that when you wrote Black Like Me?
Yes.
And that song changed everything.
That song
So it's
changed
like
everything.
you actually just told the truth. You just dove right into what made you feel different and not acceptable to, like,
the world,
Black Like Me, which was the best song. It was such a great song.
It was pretty ballsy to put that out as a country record. And I got a lot of people loved it, but a lot of people didn't. But I know that that's what I'm doing is right, because I'm not doing this for anybody but Black people that understand what it's like to be me.
It's all about truth.
Yep, it's all about truth and transparency.
It's about truth and authenticity when you're in this business. It's not trying to please other people. It's like what resonates with me, and what if I feel this way, there are other people who feel this way.
100%.
Yeah, and you have, because you really are. Do you think you've seen a change, because you are fighting for equality in country music and in this business in general?
You know, it's been so hard to tell because we have all been stuck inside. But every time I go back to Nashville to an award show, I'm seeing more Black people working behind the scenes. I see people really trying to make country music more inclusive, and that is so important.
Yeah, it is. Yes. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Even the brothers Osborne, TJ Osborne, came out that he was gay. That was a big thing. I've known TJ since I moved to Nashville in 2010. To see him live his truth now is just so beautiful.
Yeah. To have an openly gay person in country music is,
a big deal.
All of these things are important, all of these steps.
Yeah.
You did something that, we had Prince on the show one time in the 19 seasons we've been here, and it was always inviting me to his house, but his parties started like midnight, and I never went because I go to bed at like 9:30. But like, it's Prince, and you actually got to hang out and party with him. Was it at his house here?
It was his house off of Sunset Plaza, yes.
Uh-huh.
I'll never forget, we went to his house one night after a club that we went to. So yeah, it was way past our bedtime too. And I'll never forget, we walked in there with his white heels and his purple suit, and we went into this purple suede elevator, and I don't know if we went up or down, but wherever we ended up, it was a huge ballroom in this man's house. Like, who has a ballroom in their house? Do you have a ballroom in your house?
I do not. No, I do not.
Yes.
But Prince has had a ballroom in his house. Well, that makes sense. Prince would have a ballroom.
You know, it does. It really does. So I got to sing Natural Woman with him, and I'll never forget it. It was a time where people really put their cell phones down and were just really in the moment, and I'll just never forget that. Like, I got to hang out with a legend. 2 legends, now you.
But, I mean, to sing with Prince, too, I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah. I remember him sitting there, and he'd be like, hey! And I was just like, it's Prince, oh my God.
You sure you weren't with Michael Jackson? That sounded like...
I
know. You may have been at the wrong house. Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yes,
and then there's a video of your son playing piano. Is he really good? Do we have a video? It's B-roll, so we can't hear if he's good. Now, it doesn't look like a chord that I know.
No, he's learning, you know. He's got heart, though.
Oh,
he's got heart. Yeah, Carrie Underwood got him that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He's precious. What's his name?
Grayson.
Precious.
Grayson Clark. So if he wants to be an artist, it could be like Gray Clark. You know?
Well, Grayson Clark is a good name,
right?
too. It's a great name.
It's really regal.
Remember Her Name. Let's talk about this.
Yes.
It is a great album,
Thank you.
and it obviously is Breonna, right? Is that what that's for?
No, yeah, it's for Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
When that story touched me, my sister is a healthcare worker that worked with COVID patients, and I was just thinking, thank you. Yes, thank you. And Breonna was somebody's daughter, you know, and now as a mother, like, I can't imagine the pain that her mom has to go through. And so it was really important for me to pay homage to her, especially in country music.
Yeah. Well, again, I love everything you stand for. I love your music. Remember Her Name is available now, and we'll be back. Mickey Guyton, everybody.
Thank you.